Okay, hi. Here I am. I'm about to put out another commentary video. I just, first of all, feel like I should say thank you. I had 51 subscribers before I posted my last video, and I never in a million years thought that sharing some political views and why I left the left would blow up so big. I didn't expect really anybody to see it, and if they did, I wasn't expecting all the love and encouragement that I got in return. Just wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. The Lord works in mysterious ways. I never thought He would use my voice out of all the voices, but here we are. But if you didn't see my last video, I encourage you to watch it. It's gonna help this video make a little more sense. I honestly want this video to be dedicated to maybe some people who are considering leaving the Democratic Party behind, because I know that it's turned into something so insane and so extreme. I'm gonna hopefully be able to encourage some people to be brave and step away if you feel necessary, if you feel like that's what you want to do. And I'm not saying you have to go all the way to the right if you step away from the left. That's not it at all. You do have options. You can be more center and you can just follow your heart. I know that sounds so cheesy and so like cliche, but it's true. Like, it's so important to follow your heart and follow what you believe in. And you should vote that way too. Here we are.
Okay, hi TikTok. So I am a college student and um, I have really been pondering over the past week politics, um, my worldview, and just where I stand politically. Because after, the events that unfolded over the past week, and the strong visceral reaction to it online, I really sat and thought about it, really just made me sit and think, am I on a good side of politics? Am I actually aligning with my values and morals, or am I kind of just in an echo chamber full of hate, vitriol?
I can only imagine how some people feel. People who were maybe just misinformed. Can't imagine people who have been misled, who see the video and then turn around and get on TikTok and see how people are reacting and they're like, whoa, this is not what I signed up for.
So I was raised in a very left-leaning space. I grew up in a left-leaning city. I've been in left-leaning educational institutions my entire life. So I always just had that left-leaning moral compass, and it was always affirmed by the fact that as a black queer man in America, there's people who are out to get you and people hate you for existing, and you need to stand firm in your left-leaning beliefs, or else your rights are at stake. People are going to try to get you out the country, take away your rights, even kill you and whatnot, right? So I've grown up with these beliefs for a really long time, and I've just been so firm in them, and I've been in these left-leaning echo chambers because of them, and I've kind of just always been around left-leaning voices as I got older. But now I'm really considering if that's even who I am and if that's what I stand for, and I'm kind of maybe considering leaving the left.
So he says that he's like a gay black man, and I feel like there's space for everyone in every political party. There should be space for everyone in every political party. I mean, I'm going to bring up creators here at the end that I would recommend to people who are considering leaving the left that aren't me, because this is only my second video on this topic. But one of them is like a gay black man, and he's awesome. He's like my favorite. He's easily one of my favorites. So yeah, there's definitely room for him if he chose to lean more right. If he chose to be more center, I mean, there's room. There's room for you. You don't have to be liberal just because of what you like to do in the bedroom or the color of your skin. You're welcome here. You really are.
Because after seeing how many people have just been so nasty and just disgusting in reaction to Charlie Kirk passing away from gun violence, it's like so shocking to me, because when I first heard about the news, right, I actually was understanding to a lot of this excitement online. I didn't think much of the death because from what I had heard, Charlie Kirk had been a neo-Nazi who wanted me to be dead. He didn't support my existence and whatnot. Um, and now I'm kind of sitting here thinking, and I'm like, I feel like I had been lied to.
Yeah. I noticed when he said, "Oh, from what I had heard." From what you've heard, what have you looked up yourself? I can just like see in this video something's unraveling for him. Something is starting to really click for him, and I hope he follows that.
I really took some time after the thing happened to kind of look into his videos, look into his beliefs, look into his thoughts, and who he was as a person, kind of reevaluate his character. And to me, he seemed like a well-mannered family man. He believed in the country, he believed in the greater good of the country. He had his own political beliefs and opinions. And sure, there's a lot of things that I don't agree with him on, but I never would stand for him dying or being murdered because of his beliefs. That just doesn't make sense to me. I would never support.
That's the cool thing. You don't have to agree with everything that a certain party says. You can be right leaning and disagree. You can have different ideas. It's really a beautiful thing.
Some sort of ideology that pushes for something that nasty. And I want to give a really big shout out to Candace Owens because regardless of how controversial she is and regardless of her complicated legacy with politics and her possibly being a grifter and whatnot, she posted a really good video humanizing Charlie Kirk in a way that I had never seen before. Um, she displayed Charlie as a friend, as a human, as a genuine caring guy.
Good for him. Good for him for watching videos of people he might not agree with. And Candace Owens is honestly controversial to me personally. There's been times where I've watched her videos and I'm like, ooh, I love her research, I love her deep dives. And there's other times where I watch her videos and I'm like, wow, that is a bit of a reach, but I also would never want to debate her in a million years. But I mean, it's good to have people who ask questions. But this isn't about me. Let's keep going.
And just showed a side of him that I think most people had never seen. And it was so different from, the person who you see on the debate stages and, and the controversial tweets and whatnot. You saw a human being, right? There's a video of them in the car singing along to a controversial singer song, right? Singing lyrics, but they were having fun. They were being genuine, like human beings, just vibing. And it just, like, I saw it and I was just like, wait, like, this is like not too much on him. I don't know. And it kind of just made me reevaluate.
He's like, oh, they're normal people. Yeah, dude. We're normal. We're chill. We're chill too. We're honestly, I think we're more chill at this point.
Everything. And I was like, it left me with a weird gut feeling and I kind of felt sick and I was just like, I cannot believe there are so many people who are like celebrating his passing. Like he seems like a normal guy. I don't know. It didn't make sense to me. So then I kind of just like really went down that rabbit hole of like starting to question my beliefs and thoughts. And I think I may be starting to lean a lot farther right in response to everything that's taken place.
Gosh, I have just got to say to this young man, I can tell it's not you. The left is not you. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing at this point. And honestly, I'm not saying that the left is always bad, is always crappy, whatever. We can only hope that one day they clean house, they start over, and they approach things with less violence, no violence, preferably. Yeah, I hope this young man follows his heart and he follows that feeling because that is your soul talking to you, saying, something feels wrong here. That's all right. It's all right to change your mind. Let's do this one.
As a lifelong blue voter, I don't have anything else to add to this Charlie Kirk assassination horror story. What I do have to communicate is a sense of just like complete despair and horror and shame for my own political party. I have posted political content interspersed with my regular content for 10, 15, 20 years at this point. And I've never, not once, worried about being a target from violence on the left. I've barely worried about it on the right, you know, like, but the way.
She said she's barely worried about it on the right. I've never, ever in my entire life been afraid to go somewhere because I think I'm going to get shot by a Republican. It's all, like when I went to vote, I voted for the first time ever this past election, standing in line for hours. I feel like I was like looking over my shoulder all the time because I was afraid like any moment there's going to be some purple haired something walk through and like really let us all have it. Anyways, let's listen to her.
That left-wing terrorism is blooming, and the way that people on the left are accepting it, supporting it, being callous, heartless. Oh, anyways, what are you guys having for dinner? Oh, thoughts and prayers. He died for what he loved. It's disgusting. And to realize that it's just so hypocritical. Oh, gun reform this, gun reform that. But if we don't like them, pew, pew. Right-wing terrorism this, fascism that. But if we don't like them, pew, pew.
Literally, she gets it. She's getting it. She's so close. She doesn't have to agree with everything on the right. I could see her being more centered. I really could. Thing is, I've seen this quote going around lately. I might not get this perfect, but it's something like Republicans think guns are for protection and hunting because that's what we use them for, and liberals think guns are for killing because that's what they use them for. That has been so true as of lately. I definitely think that liberals have a lot of blood on their hands right now, and it's driving them crazy. It's waking a lot of people up. It really is.
Again, it's the reaction from the left being like, whatever. I have a pit in my stomach about how low we have sunk. It's horrible.
Yeah. It is horrible, isn't it? And if you are a Democrat or a liberal and you're feeling this way, follow that feeling. That pit in your stomach, you know what's going to heal that? Doing your own research. Doing your own research and looking into statistics and policies that you may not agree with. That effort that you put forth from this day forward is going to be what's going to heal that pit in your stomach. It really is.
I am done. I am not going to vote Democrat anymore. I did leave the left because I was getting sick and tired of their behavior. But I was considering myself to be in the center. No. Whoever did this just f***ed up. And I'm seeing a lot of people who were on the left say that they're no longer going to be on the left anymore. I still have my same beliefs. I still support the communities that I support, and I will still vote for people who align with those beliefs, but it's not going to be a Democrat.
When she said, I still have my same beliefs, but I just can't vote Democrat anymore, I've seen that a lot because people are saying that the left has changed so much. They're like, I don't think I've left the left. I think the left has left me. Wow, that was a mouthful. Let's keep going.
I'm done. You guys are disgusting. The shit that you're saying is horrible. You should be extremely ashamed of yourself. You're supposed to be the party of empathy. Where the is the empathy? I'm done. And as always, you guys, to my followers, have a great day. To the people who are saying this horrible, awful shit, have the day you deserve. Bye.
Dang, have the day you deserve. That goes pretty hard, actually. Yeah, good for her for knowing when to step away, truthfully. Okay, this one I did watch all of it earlier because it actually kind of cracked me up. I just love how this man talks.
My God. I've been a Democrat all my life. All my family been a Democrat all their life. And this BS shit with Charlie Kirk and everybody acting stupid and don't care about this man life and his family life, I'm done with you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? A little boy that got a Secret Service little kid, little black kid, when Trump had a little inauguration, whatever that event was he had, and you guys didn't stand up for him. I'm sick of, man, what the fuck is the matter with you guys? From this point on, I'm done with it. You know, I'm leaving the Democratic Party.
I just love him. He's no nonsense. Whoever's grandpa this is, you are so lucky. He's gonna be honest with you, and you better listen to him. And him talking about that little boy, yeah, that really grinds my gears too. I'm right there with you, dude.
You know, that don't make no sense. You guys are tyrants. You know, and it just don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So you guys need to wake up because you're going to lose your party.
And they are. They are losing their party. And they're not the party that they used to be either. He's absolutely right. And this guy, I've seen this guy in a handful of other videos, but I'm still going to react to it because he makes a lot of sense.
So far, I've seen videos of just the left being pro-unaliving political opponents, whether that be Trump, J.D. Vance, people celebrating what happened to Charlie Kirk today. It's just disgusting behavior. The fact that I have been a part of the left for 7 years, I never thought we'd get to the point where I would have to look at my own party and be like, oh, hold on.
That's literally, I can't imagine. That's exactly how I'd react. I would say, whoa, hold on. Like, I would just, like, what the heck am I seeing? That's how I felt even just watching celebratory videos of what's happened this last week. And it's not even my party that was celebrating. And I was like, this is unreal. This is not right.
I can't support you anymore because everything that you are doing right now is against your political viewpoints and your values and beliefs. To sit here and promote gun violence against your opponents is wrong. And it arguably makes you worse than the other side because you're basically saying these people deserve to be unalived because our political beliefs are more important and should stand and should have more value than a human life.
That line right there, so important. That almost, this might ruffle some feathers, but I feel like that almost goes hand in hand with like abortion. Like my wants and my needs are worth more than that human life. It's like somebody who might have once thought selfishly is starting to think selflessly. So it's something to think about. Good on him, for sure. Let's see what else we got. Okay, right off the bat, she looks so mad.
My last shred of hope for the Democratic Party and being a liberal on the left, like I said I was, has been this Charlie Kirk situation, and it's the reaction from the liberals that is pushing me further away from this side. I went back to church today for the first time. Thank you to Erica Kirk. Thank you to Charlie Kirk.
That is such a plus. I know that obviously Charlie Kirk passing has just been absolutely awful. It was so unnecessary, but the silver lining is he has brought so many people to church. I saw churches with lines wrapped around the building. I saw churches, like people had to park in different parking lots to get into church because the parking lot was full. Like God moves. God moves in crazy ways. This woman, I don't know her. I don't know what she was doing that day, but it looks like she's been in absolute shock all day. She looks shocked, and I get it. I absolutely get it. She didn't shy away from the shame that comes with that, and she went to church. She went to repent. Like that's good.
Because anybody who thinks assassination is okay, there's something very wrong with you. Like, very wrong with you. And you
Correct.
do need Jesus. And regardless of what anybody, you can make a meme. You can't just look at small amounts of information online. Go and do real research. That's what Charlie did.
Yes. Go and do real research. That's so important. There were so many things that I was misinformed on before. And I was manipulated into feeling one way about something because they were leaving out the facts. They were leaving out the statistics. They were leaving out the fact that if I work so hard to make this one thing happen, yeah, sure, it might help one or two people, but it's going to hurt hundreds.
Stop being lazy. Stop being ignorant. Stop wanting everybody to live in your delusional land where nothing is real and everything is fluid, and I want some solid earth to stand on. I don't know about
Yes. When everything means nothing, you just feel like you have no foundation. There's no foundation. There's actually a song that we sing all the time at my church called Firm Foundation, and I think about that song all the time. If you stand for nothing, you fall for everything. You need a firm foundation, and I know God is mine.
any of you. I can't afford groceries or gas. This shit is fucked up. This country is fucked up. And you guys are
Yup.
fucked up.
Go off, girl. Go off. I'm so happy that you went to church. I hope you keep going, and I wish you nothing but the best. God bless. God bless this woman.
If you voted Democrat, like I did, you voted for a party that does not exist anymore.
This woman looks so much like Drew Barrymore. It's distracting. But a lot of people are saying this. The Democratic Party is not even the Democratic Party anymore.
This is not the Kennedy Democratic Party. This is not the party of people that want to give back to their community, that they believe in kindness for everybody, equality, and acceptance. None of these things exist anymore in the Democratic Party. I am ashamed of the Democratic Party, and I have been for a long time, which is why I consider myself an independent now.
Yeah, so she said she's an independent now. I think that's cool. I think that's so cool, honestly. If you can't agree with the Democratic Party anymore, if you don't agree with the left-leaning ideology anymore, you don't have to go full right. You don't have to go full on Republican. You can just be an independent. You can go center. Like it's so cool to just think independently, isn't it? Think critically. It's good for you. It's so good for you. Everybody should have critical thinking skills. And when you think you have it, double check. Double check. Make sure you're thinking critically, doing your own research. So if you are a liberal or a Democrat and you're thinking about leaving the party, I'd say now is the time. I really do. Now is the time. And the reason why I say that is because I just don't see them getting better. And I'm going to show you why right now.
Please rise for a moment of prayer for Charlie Kirk and his family. Let's wait a minute. The House will be in order. The House will be in order.
You do not have to pray if you don't want to. Nobody's going to force you to pray. But if somebody asks for a moment of silence, shut up. Shut up. Pay some respect. Have some respect. You look like a fool. You look evil. The video's not even over yet. It keeps going.
The House will be in order.
They refused. And sure, that's their right or whatever, but they're wrong for it. But yeah, I also just wanted to play this one right here.
Let me tell you this right now. In 3 years, I'm not voting Democrat.
That's it. That's the video. That's what he said. That's how he felt. And if you are a Democrat thinking of leaving the Democratic Party, you don't need to give some like long explanation. He said, you know what? I don't want to vote for this crap anymore. And he's not going to. And that's that. He doesn't have to give some, long-winded explanation. It's just how he feels. And he's following it. And you owe that to yourself as well. Just follow your heart. But yeah, this is only my second commentary video when it comes to politics. And I kind of want to do this more. I've had a good time and I've gotten a lot of interaction on here, and I feel like the community that has found my YouTube channel is just so amazing. As I mentioned before, I had 51 subscribers a few days ago, and now I have over 1,000, I think. I never in a million years thought that I was going to get that reaction from the video I posted. I figured I'd get a few views. It wasn't like they were going to put me on the algorithm, you know what I mean? And then I figured with the views that I got, I was probably going to get a lot of hate. And that's just not what happened at all. I got a great community. So I'm actually going to recommend a handful of, I guess, right wing media. I have a list here. First off, I'm going to tell you, go to Turning Point. You can watch Charlie Kirk's old videos. I know I sure will be. And then I believe they're continuing the Charlie Kirk show on Turning Point USA. So definitely go check out that channel. It's great. There's so much great information on there. There's a lot of great speakers and a lot of great debate that goes on over there. It's super cool. And then there's the Daily Wire. That's a bit of a controversial suggestion, I know, but I still like to listen to Ben Shapiro every now and then. There's some good people over there. You can pick and choose what you want to listen to, and with conservative commentary, you take what resonates with you and you leave what doesn't. This is not me pressuring you into feeling a certain way about anything. I really just want you to have an open mind and consider listening to these voices, because I know they helped me out a lot and they helped me understand things that I don't feel like I was very clear on before. There's Brett Cooper. She's awesome. Amir Adam, he's a black gay man. He's awesome. He's so awesome. He's very like flamboyant at times and very sassy, but he speaks the truth. He is so real. He says some things that makes my jaw drop, and that's something else. You're going to come into some of these videos and times are heated right now, but I'm sure if you just go in with an open mind and understand that we're heated up right now, things are very tense, maybe watch some like older videos so it doesn't seem so intense, and you're going to be surprised, but that's okay. There's Black Conservative Perspective. He is very funny and he gets the news out really quickly. That's kind of why I watch him quite a bit too. He's just so quick to get the news out and he makes multiple videos a day. Benny Johnson is the same way. I don't always agree with Benny Johnson. I think he can be a little like harsh at times, but he gets the news out really quickly. And like I said, if you just take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't, it's really not a big deal. Follow your heart. Thank you for watching. Yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for being here, and I hope to see you again soon. I love the community that's been built on here so far, and I love responding to all your comments. You guys have been so supportive during this like time for me, and I just want to make sure I'm giving y'all the same like love and support back. So yeah, hopefully I'll hear from you again soon. Bye guys.